Hi guys, my name is Benedicta Omoruyi and you are welcome to another episode on Finance Chit-Chat. I am your favorite professional security and investment officer, and today we are going to be talking about budgeting. When we come back, we're going to be defining what budgeting means, habits that you can use to curb impulse buying and start budgeting, and we're going to be talking about apps that you can use for budgeting, and we're going to be talking about the 50-30-20 rule. So stay tuned, hold on, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. And so we'll get right into it, right? Budgeting simply means planning to spend money, right? So the process of budgeting is putting down your expenses according to the money that you have in hand or your income, so you know if you have enough money to spend in the first place, right? There's this thing called the 50-30-20 rule. It is not a stringent rule, please take note. It is a rule that has proven to be effective when it comes to budgeting and saving overall. So what does this rule state? It simply means that 50% is allocated to necessities, your needs like food, housing, wants, etc. While 30% is allocated to your wants like going out, entertainment, your wants basically. And 20% is allocated to your financial goals such as debt and investment. So this is a rule that has helped so many people be able to keep their money and be able to save while trying to gain financial freedom at the end of the day. When we come back, we're going to be talking about apps that you can use to track your expenses in form of budgeting, and then we're going to look at some personal income tips. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
My guy, how far now? How today? Nah, deal. How the area now? How it be for your side? Oh my, just do everything, just do. Hey, guy, get one level like that too. Get one people like that too. Where I just catch you. No. She see clean car now. She just tripped now. That kind of thing. I won't call your house, so I won't go just spend the weekend now with her. You know now. Just arrange the room, arrange just put some perfume everywhere they smell well. And now, may just be like that. And put some fine designers. Just put them for your wardrobe like that. And remove that portrait where you hang for your wall. May not be like, that one don't look like that you get the place. Now maybe just said, maybe like say, let me get the apartment, that kind of thing. Now. You too much, my guy. Just keep the key for me, Shit, man. You too much. Thank you, man. Thank you. Alright. I be used to no they do. All of us do this table.
So, tracking expenses is not easy if you're doing that manually. If you're using your brain to track how many times you went outside to get a cold drink, or how many times you've gone out to buy something, how many times you've got credit, how many times you've gone out to get something to drink or to eat, all of that. It is hard to do it with your brain. A lot of people have made it very easy for people to track their expenses. Some of the apps that I would recommend that you use in form of tracking your expenses include Unsplurge, Money Dashboard, Wally, etc. These are apps that are available to you that you can download to help you track your expenses when it comes to budgeting, and to help you get a conceptualized vision of your expenses, your income, your losses or debts. They are connected to your bank statement, so they help you see how much money you have to take care of your expenses. And while you are taking care of these expenses, they help keep you in check so you do not overspend or underspend. So you have an app that shows you how much you're spending, what you're spending, and how much you have left. You can also track your expenses with good old journaling. I do that sometimes. I get money today and, I start putting down the things that I want to buy and the amounts. So I know if I can afford them or not, and I know which to take out of the list. You get me? So you can also try doing the good old bookkeeping. There are so many bookkeeping journals in different bookshops that you can get and use. If you're not an app person, if you're not a technology person and you want to put it down, you can get a bookkeeping journal and do normal bookkeeping, right? And then, there's also accounting software. There are so many accounting softwares online that you can get, and it will help you track, especially if you're a business person, it will help you track the money that is coming in, the money that is going out, and some of them even have mailing additives to it. So you can send mails to your customers, you can send invoices and what have you. So make sure you try that out, okay? Now, going into why you need budgeting as an individual to gain financial freedom. It's very simple because with budgeting, you know ahead of time what you have in hand and what you know beforehand what you're willing to spend to get what you want, right? Just to help you move further from this, there are some personal income tips that I have that I would share with you to help you in when it comes to saving, investing, budgeting, and what have you. So before we get into it, we just need to talk about what it means, what personal income means. So personal income basically refer to the total earnings from wages, investment, enterprise, and other ventures. It is the sum total of income received by the individual or household during a given period of time. What all that plenty grammar means is something like your salary or your weekly wages, right? That is what your personal income is. So that personal income is probably what you get in a month, in a week, in a year, for those of you that receive payments annually. I don't know if that's simple. So the first personal income tip I would give is be disciplined. Saving is all about the mind. Once you make up your mind that you want to save, you will save. And it's not about just making up your mind. You have to be disciplined about it. We talked about how impulse buying can affect financial freedom. It is a real thing. So you have to be real disciplined about your money. Then I would advise that you have people around you that have the same financial goal with you. There is nothing that improves or increases impulse buying like peer pressure. If you have friends that are around you that do not have the same financial goal as you, you will find yourself buying the things that they buy and getting involved in occasions that they do. Before you know it, you've spent all your money, you are in debt, you are borrowing every time, and that literally creates a very, very horrible path financially. So the next point basically is starting small. Transitioning from saving to investment is a big deal. Transitioning from, spending your money the way you want to actually keeping some money aside for a later date is also a big deal. So starting small is very important. That way you will not be discouraged or weird out easily. So I advise that you start small. You can start by putting aside 20 to 50% of your personal income into a savings account that you know that you do not have easy access to, just so that you can have that amount of money for when you need it on a later date. You can start with something as small as 10,000, 5,000, 20,000, any amount that you think you can afford to keep aside after taking away your necessities, of course. Another point that I would advise is patience. Patience is a virtue when it comes to saving and investing because you do not make money overnight. So I've heard so many people say, once they hear about investment that takes 3 to 6 months or 6 months to 1 year, they're like, oh my God, I have to wait 1 year. I'm not interested, right? So you have to be patient. You have to start small and you have to be disciplined. I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode on Finance Chit Chat. I hope to see you next time. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you and bye.